the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I've had an epiphany over the past couple of days. And I'll just say it now. The San Francisco 49ers are not only my favorites to go to the Super Bowl, I'm picking them to win the whole damn thing this year. There's not a team in sight that I see that can really compete with the San Francisco 49ers team. There's only one. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. They are 1B. Top to bottom, these are the two most complete teams in all of football. But I still think the 49ers are just a smidge better than the Philadelphia Eagles. They are a well-oiled machine. The defense is top-notch. I mean, I'm just going to give you this. Like I said, since Diggs went down after week 2, I had the Cowboys as the best team in football the first 2 weeks of football. Since Diggs went down, the 49ers have been clearly the best team in all of the NFL. According to Pro Football Focus Q, the San Francisco 49ers are rated second in offense to Miami and first in defense by a wide margin. This is a key stat that I love to watch throughout the year because it really tells you about, top tier teams and stuff. Turnover differential. The 49ers are +7. They're tied for first with the Bucs, who have only played 4 games, obviously. The 49ers have played 5. So what I'm saying, they take the ball away and they don't give it away. Brock Purdy has yet to throw an interception this entire season. Their two turnovers have been fumbles. This is the San Francisco 49ers year Q. They will be in the Super Bowl. They will win the Super Bowl, barring any injuries. And obviously injuries play a major factor in this sport. But barring that, the San Francisco 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl this year. This is Kyle Shanahan's year. The prodigal son of Mike Shanahan is finally going to deliver the trophy and finally live up to that hype of I am now a Super Bowl winning head coach.
It's not a hot take. It's a very
I know it's not. It's not.
based based off all the information that we based off the first 5 weeks. Anybody saying that, you can't scoff at them. You can't look at them wrong. The defense obviously should be the best in the league. Offense without a premier quarterback, which most great offenses have at least that top 10 guy at quarterback. They're running away with it. They might have the best offensive player in the league on their team. They definitely probably got the best offensive player in the conference. You know, he Brock Purdy might be getting MVP talks because he's a quarterback. CMC is the MVP of that team. Like the way they run, the way they score, the way their offense runs, everybody's open. Defense, everybody's getting after it. You talk about physicality. They're one of the most physical teams in the league. They have the best linebacking unit in the league. One of the best front sevens in the league. They have the defensive player of the year just 6 months ago on the team. Just got his money. He's fresh. Even though he don't got the sack numbers, the pressure's still there. Obviously you're doubling him, you're tripling him, you're chipping him, and they're still getting to you. Their back end doesn't have great names, but they have a true number one lockdown corner in Chardavius Ward. He basically took CeeDee Lamb out the game. CeeDee Lamb is one of the probably the 10 best receivers in the league. They should be clearly the favorites in the league. And you said they're a smidge better than Philly. I think there's a good gap only because Philly, the 5-0, it's not fraudulent, but they haven't played their best, and they should. By the end of the season, they probably will play their best. But their back end is successful. I think that's the word that you could throw on them.
Yeah.
The front seven, but you could throw on them. If you have a moderately good quarterback, you're throwing on. Kirk Cousins just damn near threw for 400 on him. Whoever's gonna, Brock Purdy might be able to throw for. Brock Purdy went off against the Dallas Cowboys defense. Trayvon Diggs, yes, he wasn't there, but they're still a good defense. They're gonna probably come out the next 3 games and leave people under 10.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of that team, that coaching, the roster's the best in the league, but they're well oiled. They should be the favorites.
Yeah, and I'm not here. I hear you with the gap there. Listen, there's the Eagle, and I've said that the Eagles, it's not looked, pretty their first 5 weeks, right? It's been a rough 5 weeks for the Eagles. They're 5-0. I do like what Eli Manning said a couple of weeks ago, where he said even when a team is not playing their best football, it's always good if you say they're still winning though, right? And they haven't played their best football and they will. And I can't wait for that matchup, Eagles versus 49ers later on in the year. We're going to get that matchup. I'm hoping and praying they're healthy and we can get it going, because obviously last year it was just you got no quarterback to throw. Brock Purdy was out for that game, and it wasn't a game at all. And listen, the 49ers did a lot of talking before and after. They said, if we had our quarterback, it would have been a different story. They said the same thing about the Eagles defense that you just said. They said, we see stuff that we can take it. They're not as good as people say. That's what the word around town about the Eagles were last year. And it's kind of the same unit this year. Obviously, they've got Jalen Carter. This kid is absolutely an animal
The
as a
monster.
rookie, but for the most part, it's the same defense. And you saw the Kansas City Chiefs with no true number one receiver absolutely cook their asses, putting up 38 points on them. Right? Yeah, it was 38, right? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, we're in agreement, I guess. The San Francisco 49ers are the clear favorites. And I know you said it's not a hot take at all. I know it's not, but
No, I'm
I've
just
come
saying,
to, yeah,
like on some like, if you would have said that 3 weeks ago, people would have gave you some fight, like some pushback. But like now, it's just like I
it's
think it's
clear.
almost like pretty much consensus that like they should be the favorites. Like I don't really want to hear arguments for any other team. Like if you want to give me the Patrick Mahomes multiplier and just say like they always have a shot, sure, I believe that it's the best
Yeah,
quarterback in the league by a margin. But the way Purdy's playing in the roster,
it's
like
just
it's hard to fail. Like
coaching staff, everything
a
from top
fully
to
healthy,
bottom.
yeah, like a fully healthy Niners team
Stop it.
is NFC Championship game at least.
They
Like
have
at
they
least.
have they have they have the best players in terms of Yak, George Kittle, Debo, and CMC. They got the best left tackle in the game in Trent Williams. They got the second best tight end in football in George Kittle. They got two receivers that are playing outstanding football in Debo and Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, who's taken another jump this year. They got CMC, who's arguably the best running back in the league. They've got the best defense in the entire league. I mean,
They have a Pro Bowler or All Pro basically at every position of importance.
yeah.
Like
Every
at
unit,
every
every unit,
position of
every unit you look
outside of
at.
quarterback, and he might make a Pro Bowl this year.
Oh,
Based
he
on the number,
probably
he
will.
might
He
make a Pro
probably
Bowl
will.
in the
He
NFC.
will. He
So
will.
you got a Pro Bowler or All Pro at every position in the league. That's hard to come by. Like the Eagles had it also. They had a bunch of Pro Bowlers last year, but like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, CMC, Ayuk might make a Pro Bowl. Kittle might make one.
Holafunga.
Hufunga, Brock
Yep.
Purdy gonna make it. Trent Williams gonna make it. Like
Ayuk.
it's tough.
It's just listen. I don't know how they were able to add Hargrave to that unit in free agency. I don't
Where
know where the fuck
where's
this
the
money
money?
coming.
But
Where's
you
it
know what?
coming from?
Like where's the
But this
money
is
coming
the
from?
thing about sports, right? Sports franchises, they always bitch and complain. We're like, we don't have the money. We have the money. When they want to make a move, they're gonna make some space for that money. Just trust.
And people said, "Oh, they got Brock Purdy on that contract." They had all the money on the books last year with having Jimmy Garoppolo on the contract books. Like you had three quarterbacks you were paying at least up to about 30 something mil because
Yeah.
Jimmy was getting about 28,
Trey
something like
Lance
that.
had the rookie
Plus, you
contract.
had CMC who was already on his 10 million, $11 million deal.
Yep.
Uh, I think they had paid Armstead. They had extended him like a couple years back.
Yep.
You had Debo on that deal. You had Kittle on his deal.
Kittle.
Fred Warner on the deal.
It's insane.
It's crazy. Where's the money coming from?
I don't know.
Like,
They're finding it and they're chipping away. That's what billionaires do, though. They make space and they make money.